My icon presentation is on Jose Eber, who is a French hairstylist. His name is pronounced Jose because he's from France. He was born on February 1st, 1950 in Nice, France to his mother and father. He has two siblings, which are a brother and a sister. Around the age 12, he started primping and fixing his mom and sister's hair, and it was a little bit hard for his family to accept that he wanted to become a hairstylist, but in the end they did. His family owned a textile business, and when he was about 15, they packed that up and moved to Berlin, and shortly thereafter is when Jose became an apprentice. He then took a brief break, just short, to join the army, and then when he was around 18, he started working back in a salon in Paris. Now the video that's about to play will hopefully let Jose introduce himself a little bit as well.
I'm Jose Eber. I've been a hairdresser my whole life. Beautiful. And I've been able to talk to women from all facts of life. Great style is all about an attitude. It's about confidence. It's a walk. It's a smile. It's about knowing who you are and make the best out of it. The best compliments I ever gotten from one of my clients who told me I didn't make her beautiful. I showed her that she already was. I know their need, and it's not just about the haircut. It's a little bit more than that.
Now moving on to Jose's apprenticeship and education. At 15, after he moved, Jose became an apprentice, and he learned mainly by watching other stylists. He loved to just sit and watch and then try to reciprocate it onto his client. At 18, he started working in a salon in Paris, and there he just continued to work on his artistry and build up his craft. And when Jose was about 26, he took a trip over to Los Angeles, and when he got there, he completely fell in love with it. He loved the environment and the people, and so he immediately went back home, packed up all of his belongings, and sold what he could to continue his work in LA. So in 1970, he started working at a salon in Beverly Hills. That was the first salon he worked at in LA. And by the time he was done at that salon, he would attend to around 30 clients a day and had 2 assistants as well. He built his clientele mainly through word of mouth. And while he was at that same salon in Beverly Hills, that's when he first started to perform his carefree and unstructured hairstyles, which was very different to what everybody else was doing in the salons at the time. And that's really what led him to his success. He started to perform hairstyles that were different from the typical sprayed up and pinned hairstyles. His hairstyles had a lot of layers and were messy and carefree, and so people started becoming really attracted to that.
The way I was trained, so you know, just by watching. Wow. I mean, actually, I became a stylist just by watching I was an apprentice, and I would watch all the other stylists, and that's the way I learned. So I'm a firm believer that basically watching talented people doing what they do, that's an amazing way. But then here in this salon, once a week we give an intensive training where everybody gets to bring models, everybody gets to basically do what they love, color, cut, whatever they pass on everything I know. Wow. To me, the key in order to succeed, you need to share your knowledge, you need to share all the tricks of the trade, and then it comes back to you. It's good to give. I started to really take consultation very, very seriously, and it's not just, oh, you should cut bangs, and no, it was much deeper. It was all about creating a look to a client that fits her lifestyle, her personality, her face shape. So I got into this very heavy-duty consultation, and it did work.
Jose Eber is one of the best known stylists in the industry. He's been doing hair since the 70s, and many say that he is the original celebrity hairstylist. He specializes each cut and style for every client based on characteristics like the client's lifestyle or personality. Some of his most famous clients are Farrah Fawcett, Elizabeth Taylor, Cher, Jamie Lee Curtis, Linda Gray, Betsy Davis, and Jacqueline Smith. Jose's first big celebrity client was Farrah Fawcett. A few of Farrah's friends at the time were getting their hair done by Jose, so one day she just decided to call him up and ask him to do her hair, and the rest was history. Together they created one of the most iconic looks of all time, which was the Charlie's Angels look. Shortly thereafter, Jose started doing Cher's hair as well. He actually was cutting Sunny's hair before he started cutting Cher's hair, and Cher liked the way her husband's hair looked, so she went to him. And one big moment that Jose recalls when he was working with Cher was one night. It was around 1 a.m. and she told him, "You know what, just chop it all off." So he did, and in the morning she ended up telling him that she wanted to regrow her hair all back out. The client that Jose is closest with is definitely Elizabeth Taylor. It all started when an assistant of hers called and said that Elizabeth wanted him to go to her house and do her hair. They hit it off and then formed a very close relationship after that. They continued to be friends for the next 30 years until her passing. The Jose Eber Salon in Beverly Hills is actually decorated in the lilac colors and glamorous decor in her honor.
Blessed. I happen to live in Los Angeles, capital of entertainment, lots of celebrities out there. Yeah. And I've been blessed that I have attracted amazing people. When we talk about Farrah, who was my first celebrity, Farrah Fawcett, she was the first one that came to me in the late 70s, and she really helped me tremendously career-wise. When the day I met Elizabeth Taylor, and she became actually my closest friend, which for 30 years we had an amazing relationship. The day I met Bette Davis, who became another important person in my life, or when it's Jacqueline Smith, or it's Cher, or whoever. There's so many, the list goes on and on and on. And I've been blessed to be basically friends with those people, and they have been important people in my life, and due to my profession. That's the beauty about being a hairdresser. You meet some amazing people.
Jose Eber is no stranger to the camera. He has been on many talk shows, including Good Morning America, Entertainment Tonight, and The Today Show. He is known for going onto the shows and giving people in need makeovers on camera. He has also done hair for shows like The Bachelor and the Academy Awards. He's participated in the documentaries Dear Mom, Love Cher, made by Cher, and also worked on Omnibus, These Old Broads, and Happy Birthday Elizabeth by Elizabeth Taylor. Along with appearances on TV and working behind the scenes, Jose Eber also has a video tutorial of his own. It is a compilation of hairstyling tips called Why Do I Call You Sexy? And it came out in 1983. Off-screen, Jose has written 2 bestseller books. He came out with Shake Your Head Darling in 1982 and in 1990 published Beyond Hair, the Ultimate Makeover Book. Jose Eber also gives to AMFAR, which is Elizabeth Taylor's Foundation Against AIDS. He also is actively supporting the Sojourn organization which fights against domestic violence. In 2008, Jose Eber received the Global Salon Business Awards Lifetime Achievement Award. In conclusion, coming into the presentation, I really didn't know much about Jose Eber except for the fact that he was the man in the cowboy hat on TV giving ladies makeovers. After learning about him, it's clear to see why he is such an icon. He came into the industry and introduced new styles and techniques that no one else was doing at the time and that many stylists still perform to this day. He came from a humble background and continues to stay true to himself even after all of his success. He has been successful throughout the last 4 decades and has stayed relevant through the entire journey. He gives his all in his work and has inspired so many upcoming stylists, including myself, to make every single client feel beautiful.